I hate to pass on bad news on a beautiful fall day across North America, but it has to be said because I think prayers and good thoughts are needed for someone I consider a top 20 NHL player of all time, a class act in every way, four-time Stanley Cup champion, probably the greatest goal scorer in NHL history. Was announced today that Mike Bossy has sustained a bad diagnosis of lung cancer. Now, the native of Montreal had played with the Islanders on the wing for numerous seasons before retiring because of a mysterious back ailment. Now, he works primarily now as a TVI hockey analyst, which is the equivalent of CTV in Canada. And in a letter to TVI, he said, "It is with a lot of sadness that I need to step away from your screens for a necessary pause. During this break, I'll be receiving treatment for lung cancer. The score is 1-0 so far, but I haven't said my last word. I intend to fight with all the determination and fire you see me show on the ice." Now, referring to his loyal viewers, he added, "You'll never be far away in my mind. To the contrary, you'll have a choice seat and be part of what motivates me to get better. Like all athletes who prepare for the biggest performance of their lives, I'll need all of my strength and all my concentration." Now, there's no indication of what stage the cancer is in, but because of the immediate announcement, it's got to have a level of seriousness that hasn't been really released yet. Now, Bossy broke into the NHL in the 77-78 season and helped the Islanders win 4 straight Stanley Cups starting in 1980. They would have won 5 straight, but Gretzky's Oilers stopped him in that classic 5-game series in '84. Now, over his career, he had 573 goals and 1,126 points over 10 seasons. Now, he was the Calder Trophy winner in 1978 as NHL's top rookie and won the Conn Smythe as MVP of the playoffs in '82. He was also awarded the Lady Byng Trophy for gentlemanly play in '83, '84, and '86, and he was inducted in the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1991. Now, just kind of give you a little bit of background. I'm not going to give a full Bossy essay because what really surprised a lot of people, he entered the draft probably a top 5 prospect in 1977, but fell all the way to 15th. Now, born January 22nd, 1957 in Montreal. First came to major prominence with the Montreal, Bossy, Quebec AAA side, and Laval. Now, Laval of the Q, he put up some numbers that probably will never be seen again for a winger like him. On the right wing, he had 118, 149, 136, and 126 points between 74 and 77, 70, 84, 79, 75 goals. Now, he won the QMJHL Rookie of the Year at Laval in 74, won the Selke Trophy for most gentlemanly in 77. He was a QMJHL All-Star First Team in 75, a QMJHL West All-Star First Team in 76, a QMJHL All-Star Second Team in 77. He was captain of Laval in 77, and he scored the most career goals for Laval with 309. He led the Q in goals with 84 in 1975, but get this, he was rated in the Hockey News draft preview issue as the Q's number 3 prospect for the 77 NHL draft. He also set the Q record since broken for goals in the season by a rookie with 70 and 74. His 309 career goals left him 5 goals shy of Lafleur's Canadian Major Junior and Quebec's Major Junior records for career counters. He once scored 170 goals in the season in Pee Wee hockey, and that's where he first came to media prominence in Quebec. Now, from his debut, the famous number 22 played his first game at Buffalo in 77, October 13th, and he was officially retired from hockey October 24th, '88. But his playoff numbers were just through the roof, ladies and gentlemen. 129 games, 85 goals, 160 points. A gentlemanly player, he only had 210 minutes in penalties in 752 games. Now, some of the awards, again, the induction to Hockey Hall of Fame in 91. Connie's, again, we talked about the big awards. Sporting News Rookie of the Year in 78. Seagram's 7 Crowns NHL Player of the Year in 81. NHL All-Star First Team, 81, 82, 83, 84, and 86. Second Team, 78, 79, 85. Sporting News All-Star Second Team, 78, 79. Hockey News All-Star Second Team, 78, 79. All-Star Games 78, 80, 81, 82, 83, 85, 86. All-Star Game MVP in 82. Stanley Cup Finals, of course, 84 lost. Islanders Hall of Fame 88. Budweiser Player of the Year for the Islanders 83. Islander Player of the Year 86. Good Guy Award 81. 100-point seasons in 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, and 86. 50-goal seasons inclusive between 78 and 86. And his best campaign, of course, for a lot of people was the big 69 goals in 1979. He had the most consecutive season with 60 goals or more 5, which is a shared record, and 9 consecutive 50-goal seasons. But the big thing for me was the 9 playoff goals in 81, which was a record at the time. Now, talking about why he quit hockey, you could go on for years about the records he broke. But I think this has to be talked about. Now, we talked about the chronic back pain he went through. It's not the first time Bossy's had physical problems. It ended his career after the 87 season, but it was more than a year before a Hall of Famer officially retired. The problem had surfaced during the Islanders training camp in September 86. Bossy had strained his lower back during a routine skating drill and began to feel severe pain for the first time. That pain worsened over the next several months, causing him to miss several games and his chance to record a 10 straight 50-goal season. But Bossy had 1 year left in his contract, and he intended to remain in the NHL. Between his last game on May 2nd, 87, and his official retirement on October 24th, 88, Bossy went through a long ordeal which he collected his $700,000 salary for 88 while trying to solve his mysterious back problem. He was present at the Islanders' 87 training camp and denied all reports that he was going to retire, insisting at an October 5th, 87 press conference they would play at least one more season. On March 10th, 88, the Islanders held a Mike Bossy night at the Nassau Coliseum, which gave him a chance to retire in style, but he was unwilling to do so. He tried every sort of back therapy, but none worked, and the Islanders were not prepared to offer him a new contract until he was ready to play. Bossy agreed that he would not sign an NHL contract for 89 unless he was healthy, but on July 1st, 88, after Bossy's contract expired, the Islanders offered him a 3-year personal services contract to remain with the organization until he was ready to play again. The offer, made to Bossy's agent, Père Lacroix, was insufficient, and Bossy refused to sign it. The media criticized Bossy for his stance until reporters learned just how little money was offered in a July 1st proposal. Although he became an unrestricted free agent, Bossy was hardly in demand. Only LA was willing to bring him into its 1998 training camp, but he said he could not attempt a comeback until the pain subsided. The pain continued until Bossy made a retirement official at age 31. Now, just a recap as well, he won the Canada Cup with Team Canada in 84, won silver with them at the Canada Cup in 81, played the Challenge Cup in 79. He was a Canada Cup All-Star First Team in 81, QMJHL Hall of Fame in 98, and get this, ladies and gentlemen, the WHA, the Indianapolis Racers took him 44th overall in round 5 of the 77 draft. Now, in retirement, he became an author. His biography, Boss, The Mike Bossy Story, was a big hit. He also became a popular sport radio personality on CJAD in Montreal after retirement, and also worked in public relations for several companies, including the PR director for Humpty Dumpty. He also worked as marketing and PR consultant for GM Canada, WorldCom, iForum, Financial, and Avaya. He was co-founder and president of Sales Stars International, a service offering companies celebrity public relations help. He also assisted Nesper Burns, director of minor hockey in Laval, in developing minor hockey programs and served as spokesman for Safe and Fun Hockey, a program for ages 6 to 9. Now, although he continued to avoid skating and playing hockey during the chronic back pain that persisted after his retirement, he tried a possibility of coming back from old-timers hockey, but never did so. He eventually opened a steakhouse in Montreal called Mike Bossy's in February 2000. The restaurant had previously been known as Mother Tucker's. The QMJHL eventually created the Mike Bossy Trophy in his honor prior to the 81 season, which goes to the league's top pro prospect. He has his own website, of course, as MikeBossy.net. Now, the part of a big family, he's one of 10 children, but a lot of people believe that the Montreal Canadiens should have took him. Well, let's put this in perspective, ladies and gentlemen, and this will last we'll talk about, and then we can do updates as the weeks go on these situation. Now, round one, which is probably as dramatic as you're going to find, this is the players that were taken ahead of him, and I just want you to put it in perspective how good that draft was. Montreal had a chance to take him, but he took Mark Napier. The draft that year was loaded, stocked. Dale McCourt, Detroit, Barry Beck, Colorado, Robert Picard, Washington, Jared Gillis, Vancouver, Mike Crombie in Cleveland, Dougie Wilson, Chicago, Brad Maxwell, Minnesota, Lucien Deblois, the Rangers, Scott Campbell, St. Louis, then Napier, then John Anderson, Trevor Johansson, Toronto, Ron Duguay with the Rangers, Rick Sealing with Buffalo. But right after that, Dwight Foster, Kevin McCarthy, and Norm Dupas. Again, all these teams had a chance to take him. But consider this, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Picard played at the Q, so did Jerry Gillis, and Lucien Deblois. So that was, he fell in between the third or fourth ranked Q player that year. But at the time, he was not Mike Bossy. As soon as he hit the New York Islanders, ladies and gentlemen, the Islanders Cup run was due to two things: the drafting of Bossy and the trade for Butch Goring, and that was the final piece. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. What a thing with Mike Bossy's career. Tremendous talent and a tremendous individual. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here with our podcast, give us a like, comment, or subscribe, and don't forget, keep your stick in the ice. Bye.